Bulls, welcome into the Around the Horns podcast. It's your boy Tristan, your main man Mario, and I am heartbroken. Bittersweet ending, Mario. We are right back where it all started 20-something weeks ago. Back at Brews Ale House Tuesday night, both in the shorts, which means the end of the season is near. Final pod of the year, my man. How you feeling?
I think you nailed it. Bittersweet. Like, it's always happy time to celebrate the players and celebrate the successes we've had. But also, you know, we say goodbye to some of our favorite players that we've ever had here in Pueblo, Colorado. And here we are doing just that.
That's it. It is our favorite and least favorite episode of the season, our final episode of the season where we talk with the age-outs, the guys that have spent a lot of time or a little bit of time but made the biggest impact on the team this year, and a guy who you have seen for the last few years, but not at all this season, waited till the final week to join us. So I think he deserves a big round of applause, our Period 1 guest Bulls fans. Give it up for D-Man Adam Brown! Brownie, what's up, man? How you been?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. We are excited to have you on. We are obviously upset about the fact that you're going to be playing your final 2 games in Pueblo this weekend, but it's been a hell of a ride, and we're excited to send you off with all the applause and fanfare we can do, but we want to start with you and the season as a whole, winding down. What has the 25-26 season been like for Adam Brown?
Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster, but it's been a lot of fun. When you have a group of guys this great, it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. So it's been a good year.
Now, we haven't had a chance to talk to you on the podcast this year, but we've had a chance to talk about you a lot. You've been doing your thing. You have been making your mark, and you have made an impression on a ton of new guys. This defensive core has seen players come and go throughout the season. Some of the most stability we've seen is in you and in MJ. And a lot of guys look up to you when they come in, which is a little different feel than when you joined us a couple of years ago out of Idaho Falls. You were new to the team. You made an impact like this, and then you stuck around, and we're glad you did. How much has changed for you in the last 2 years?
Yeah, a lot. Coming as a second-year guy, as like a vet, it's like it's a whole different game. You see the game different. It's honestly a lot easier playing games, but it's definitely different because you got everything you do, younger guys are looking up to you, so you kind of got to be a leader in everything you do on and off the ice.
Now, we'll get to the kind of who does the most and the least, but who looked up to you the most this season? Which guy came in was like a little puppy following around Brownie all year?
Who was a little puppy that followed me around? I'd probably say Evan Long. But
That's okay. Good answer. We love the answer, Mario.
Yeah. No. Let me ask you this. As we do our retrospective back in your time here, tell the fans from a hockey perspective, what's been the one thing that has been the most important thing to you here in Pueblo?
for hockey?
For hockey.
Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, just the boys and winning games.
Yeah.
It's about the most important thing to me.
Well, how about the community then? From the Pueblo community, what has been the thing that you're going to take with you from Pueblo that you're going to keep forever?
Just how big they support us, and they look up to us too, kind of, in the community and helping out, volunteering in the community, so it's great.
And then, look, we talked about how we didn't get you on earlier in the season. That's not just our fault. It's not completely our fault. You had some ownership of that as well. So we want to make sure that the fans know that you actually turned us down to go see the Avalanche one night as well. So can you make that clear? Because some people are giving us heat about how you're the age out that we have not gotten on until the last episode. So we want to set the story straight and make sure that you know that it's mutually, like we just couldn't get the schedule together, right?
Well, every Tuesday I always wait for the text, and I've been waiting. I've been waiting all year for the text. The Avs game, it was a birthday present, so I kind of couldn't pass that up, and it was a great time. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm here now. So,
for what it's worth, Brownie, mutual apologies here. I did miss one of your final season home games to go watch the Avs, and so Mario can place the blame equally on both of us this year. That's totally okay.
It's their fault.
Brownie, I do want to get into some of the specifics. Obviously, saw big news earlier this week with Woody signing on to play at the next level. These thoughts going through your head, obviously, hockey has played a huge role in your life up to this point and may moving forward, but what does the hockey future or future in general look like?
Yeah, I had a lot of chances from our coaching staff to go to a couple schools. But I'm going to work next year. I got a pretty good job opportunity for my uncle doing like commercial construction stuff, and then hope to go take some construction management courses at UNL at home and see where that takes me. So.
Well, just so you know, we have a great construction management program right here in Pueblo, Colorado. If you want to come on back, we'd have you.
I'll think about it. Sure.
You could sponsor the seventh band in a couple of years, come back and work for Siete, and you could be putting the logo on the back. Just
maybe building a new rink.
Planting seeds. Plant seeds, Brownie. We love the ideas that you can come up with. But I do want to ask you, obviously a lot of guys have come back year after year. You see some of the faces last weekend, guys you skated with, and Noggs and Freeler both back in the rink. How cool is that to know that the opportunity to come back, be welcomed with open arms by the folks that are here tonight, the folks at the ice arena, your billets, you're going to slide right back into your old bed if you ever decide to come back. How special is Pueblo to you?
It's very special. Hope to come back, catch a couple games. Maybe some of my boys will be back. Maybe Trey, my old roommate, maybe he'll be back next year. Matsy, I'm sure he's going to be back. Come support him. And it's great. When I see old faces in the building, like seeing Narog was great. Earlier in the season, we saw Peck. So, yeah, last year's team was great. So when I see those guys,
yeah,
awesome.
We are pumped to see guys come back. Hopefully we're seeing you come back after this weekend. But let's talk about this weekend. 2 final games in front of the best fans in all of junior hockey against the number 1 team in your division. Going on to do great things after this. Unfortunately, we're going to be watching from Cancun. You coming?
You guys are going to be in Cancun, both of you?
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Really?
Well, I mean, we'll be there this weekend, but after. We're talking playoffs. After. We'll be in Cancun.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, Brownie.
Clearing it up.
Invite is open. But big weekend at home. How special is it to seal this season up at home, and what are you looking forward to most?
I'm very excited. It's going to be surreal taking, the last hockey game, playing my last hockey game. Everything. It's going to be the last everything. But I'm excited. Hopefully we can finish off with a win. So playing with my best friends over there, so it's going to be a good time.
It's not bad, and you'll be probably playing in front of friends and family. You've had a lot of support throughout the entire season. I told Mario earlier this week, I don't think your fam has missed a single game this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they were here a lot for your final year.
Yeah, my mom, since this is going to be my last season, potentially she came, I think, every time. Mm-hmm. My dad was able to make a good amount. My girlfriend came, I think, every time, but like once or twice. So it's been great.
Yeah, we are cheering for you. I know you're going to have plenty of fans out there cheering for you, but now your chance to cheer on the fans that cheered you on the last couple of seasons. What do you have to say to the best fans in junior hockey out here tonight and watching at home?
Yeah, just be loud for us one last time, and hopefully we put on a show.
Pretty easy, Mario. It's worth the wait. This is usually the part of the show where we get a little sentimental and we tell you how proud we are of you and how exciting we are for you to go and be a great man out in the world. But you're going to be like sitting around on your phone watching TikTok on a construction site, I'm sure, at some point. So we'll text you when we think about you. We'll save this happiness for a later day, Brownie. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Well, we can't wait to cheer you on this weekend, Bulls fans. You get to cheer him on right now. Our period 1 guest, Adam Brown. Ooh, good start to a final podcast of the season, Mario. I think we got something special planned. We've got some maybe OT planned. We're looking ahead, and maybe we're not going to be able to fit everything in tonight's show into 3 periods. But stay tuned to the official place for all things Pueblo Bulls hockey, the Around the Horns podcast. Bulls fans, welcome back to the Around the Horns podcast, period 2 time, and it is feeling good in period 2, Mario. We started hot. We teased that we've got too much to fit into 3 periods, but I think we would have been really mad at ourselves if we didn't bring this guy back for a 2nd, 3rd, 4th time. I mean, as many chances as we could. We got number 12 on the show this year because number 12 got us.
Always camera ready.
Yeah, always camera ready, but always carries us with him. So it was our chance to give back, Bulls fans. Give it up for your period 2 guest, Jimmy Zysop.
Man, he's been on here like 37 times, and they still love seeing him on the pod.
Love him. Now, I want to remind folks that we went back to Jimmy. Do you remember a couple of weeks into the season, you really tried to push for just Jim as the name card? Really glad we dropped that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't really remember that, but I am glad we dropped it.
Yeah, we remember because Pepperidge Farms always remembers. And we asked Davo, what was that all about? He said, I think it's just time to grow up. Glad you didn't, ditched it, went back to Jimmy. But we were excited to watch you all season long. We got to talk to you 20-something weeks ago up on the patio when we found out you were coming back. And it was cool to see you hanging out on the patio, making your return to Pueblo. Feels like a lifetime ago. How was this entire season for you, Jim?
I mean, like Browner said, it was definitely ups and downs, but I mean, it's just so much fun going out there and playing with the fellas and everything that comes with it. So, I mean, it's been a great season.
Yeah, a really memorable season on the ice. Obviously, we talked early about where in the letter, how much that meant to be a returner, but not only that, to really solidify the end part of your career with the team that meant so much to you. How was that knowing early on in this last offseason that you were coming to Pueblo, you were making a claim, and you were having a lot of guys that you had skated with coming back with you? How cool was that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, right away when I knew I was coming back, I called Clarkie and Browner because I knew they were coming. And I mean, it was just like a conversation of just can't wait to get back, make an impression on the new guys, and, you know, just have fun for my last year.
And you talked about the ups and downs, but let's talk about the season. What was the greatest up for you, and what was the lowest low for you this season?
That's a tough question. Lowest low? I mean, I guess lowest low would maybe just be going through roster changes, like seeing some of your best friends leave for sure. Mm-hmm. But I mean, and then I guess I'm going to just say the highest part of this season was seeing guys come in and make an impression on the team and really show out for our fans. Just battling through adversity with all the boys.
Yeah, that's not the answer I was expecting. I thought maybe when you asked us if we would sponsor your jersey, I thought that when we said yes, I thought that was going to take you over the mountain into the highest of highs.
I do always say I have the best sponsor in the league, so.
He's not wrong. Thank you very much.
I was fighting for it, too. You guys do know that.
Indeed.
Yeah, very true, Jim. We were excited to be a small part of your final season with the Bulls. Golly, I got the Clarkie up here, too. Knowing that this was your final season, Mario and I talked early on and said, we gotta sponsor a dog. We gotta have a guy that brings the same kind of energy that Mario and I bring to the rink every night. And I think that's what you did. Spark plug from the start. Everybody knew you were going to be fast. Pole to pole on the ice at all times. You were going to have sick passes. You were going to score the flashy goals. All of those things, though, kind of pale in comparison to why Mario and I like you the most, and it's you're just genuinely a good guy, right? A lot of guys that come through Pueblo come out with their chest puffed up, and they say, you know, it's my rink, this is my team, this is my kind of thing, and you could have been that. You were flashy a couple of years ago, but coming in, being a humble dude for the last few years, and a real nice guy off the ice, taking the time to meet with fans and do what it is you do off the ice is why Mario and I appreciate.
Why is everyone laughing at that?
It's because Clarkie's a scumbag.
Because I would say, I will tell you, before we started this, Jimmy, you did say what? You're the nicest guy.
Yeah, ever.
That's why we love you. You're a good dude.
I'm 100% the nicest guy on the team.
And everyone over there is playing trumpets. What's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know what
is.
Joe's talking about. He looks like he's on vacation right now.
Yeah,
we're supposed to dress up, Joe. Come on.
Yeah, hang loose, big dog. Let one rip. Jim, we are excited for what you accomplished on the ice this year, and we asked Brownie in the last segment. It may not be the end. You saw a college commitment earlier this week, and it's been on the mind. There's always conversations about what it looks like, but after you play your final 2 games in P-Town this weekend, what does the future look like for you?
Yeah, I'm headed to University of Utah with Barzy.
Woo! Okay. Are we breaking news?
Yeah, I haven't said anything really, so.
Sick, all right.
Drop that on the pod. You got that for being here Tuesday, Bruise Day. Congrats to you, Jim. That is huge.
Thank you.
But also a great opportunity to go and play with a guy that you skated with a ton last year. Have you talked to Barzy?
Yeah, I pretty much talked to him every day this week, so he's excited to have me, and I'm excited to have him experience the process before me, obviously making it easier. So, and there's a chance we might even live together. So it'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that wouldn't suck too bad. But also, is it going to be weird now? You were the vet that welcomed him as a rook last year, and now he's a sophomore at like 15, and you're rolling in there at 21 as a freshman. Is there a little bit of a weird power dynamic there?
I mean, definitely.
When he puts it that way, it is.
Yeah, I want to say me and Barzy are both the same age. So, but I mean, he's a great guy. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, going to be real excited for you, Jim. But we were also pumped about this weekend because there's something special about coming home and playing in front of the fans that have cheered you on so mightily over the last few years. When you look out tonight to a packed house at Brews, you know you're going to get there Friday and Saturday to a packed barn again. How cool has that fan experience been? It just never waned for your entire junior career.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the first thing I say about Pueblo when anybody asks. It's about the community. It's about the energy you guys bring in the building every night. So, I mean, I can speak for the whole team. Like, we love to come out there and play for you guys. So,
Yeah, look, I got to ask you, though, when you leave, when you head out to Salt Lake City on your next adventure, what is it from this community, outside of the fans, outside of hockey, what are you taking with you from this community that's has a lasting impression on you?
I guess outside of hockey, like outside of the energy in the building, I just say the conversations I've had with people. Obviously, it's pretty cool to get recognized outside the rink and have different situations where a little bit uncomfortable because you're like, how do you know who I am? But
Sure.
I mean,
I get it all the time. People are like, "Are you Jimmy Zeisel?" I'm like, "No,
yeah,
I'm not doing it on the podcast."
It's not what I was saying.
We look a lot alike.
Not what I was saying. But yeah, no, I guess just having conversations with people, and the people of Pueblo, they've been great to us. So I guess I just wanted to say I appreciate everybody. So.
Well, we definitely appreciate you and all you've brought to our community, to our rink, and to the Around the Horns Network. We were very appreciative.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you so much. We're going to give you one final chance to pump the tires of some guys you've played with over the last few years and throw some under the bus. Brownie said he was too nice to throw anyone under the bus. That's why we didn't ask him. But we know you will call the captain a scumbag.
Got it.
I was going to say, you already did it.
So, over your last couple of seasons, you've had some awesome guys come and go. You talked about it. Tough to see them go, but whether it was for a long period of time or just a short couple of weeks, who was your favorite teammate you played with in P-Town?
Two of the candidates are staring right at me. You guys didn't make this easy. But I'd just say probably Clarkie and Browner. I mean, can't really put it any other way. Clarkie's definitely number one, though. Browner's number two.
Ooh. We're back to MySpace ranking your friends in public. We are showing them.
I live with Clarkie 3 years.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to pass up there.
Can't
now, this one may be a little easier to call out. Least favorite. Guy that you just could not stand over the last 3 years.
Torrin, Origitano. It's like a little puppy. He follows me everywhere.
He's got some. Are you carrying or what's going on? Like, why is he following you?
He just wants to be me. That's what he
Wants
told
to
me.
be you.
Okay.
He gets ready in the mirror every morning.
He told me the other day, he's like, Jim, like, whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. I just want to be you. That's what he said to me 2 days ago.
That's adorable. Torrin, that's the sweetest thing, sweetest compliment you can give a guy.
Oh, also Arnie. I don't like Arnie either.
He's not even here. He's not even defending himself.
Yeah, no, he'll watch it, though.
Tough.
He'll get a good laugh.
He'll fall asleep to the sweet sounds of the Around the Horns podcast, as most people do. Jim, final thing we're going to let you out with. The best memory you had. You can tell the Bulls fans that are here and those that made it possible. Your favorite memory, and then a final lasting word to these Bulls fans.
I think my favorite memory was just kind of the energy in the building for playoffs last year. And then I guess it just always goes back to the energy in the building when we score and when we win and stuff, games like that. And then I'm going to even throw in there Clarkie's OT winner this year. It was a great atmosphere, so.
It's pretty good. Pretty good little experience. Mario and I are excited this weekend to celebrate with you one more time at Center Ice. We know we'll see you there. You can't not score in your final weekend in P-Town, so we'll be at Center Ice ready to warm it up for you.
No pressure to the newest Utah Ute.
Yeah, excited for you, Bulls fans. Show them how excited you are. For our Period 2 guest, Jimmy Zeisel. Man, thanks for everything, Jim. See you out there this weekend.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
Bulls fans, Period 3 is coming up with another age out. You're going to get happy, you're going to get sad, but you're going to get it on the only place, the official place for all things Pueblo Bulls hockey, the Around the Horns podcast. Bulls fans, welcome back to the Around the Horns podcast, Period time. And no, do not adjust your iPhone screens. Don't unplug the TV and plug it back in. You're not seeing a repeat episode. We just loved him so much, we brought him back. Bulls fans, give it up for your Period 3 guest, Joey Winogle.
I just asked him before we got on. I said, you are living right, my brother, because no one has wanted to be on this show more than you, and you're getting the follow-up. You're getting a second shot at it. Dreams do come true, Tristan. Dreams do come true.
Yeah, they do. We're glad to be a part of your dreams, Joey. How are you tonight?
Good. How about you guys?
Good. Just as good as we were last time. Actually, dare I say better, because last weekend when we were at the PIA, Mario and I had a chance to meet your family. Great people. Came up and said, man, I see you on my TV. And I'm like, that's weird. Why do you have a camera in my house? Then I forget that we record the podcast. But no, great fam. Very excited for you. They were glad that you were wrapping up your playing career here in P-Town, as are me and Mario. When we talked to you a couple of weeks ago, we were excited that you made the transition over to Pueblo, and now we get to ask you about it. You got to play the final part of the season here. How was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was an absolute pleasure. So much fun, getting to know these guys and the town, and obviously being so close to home too, having the family come down. I think my dad basically made every game, so it was honestly such a pleasure and a privilege to be able to play down here.
And obviously things didn't go the way we wanted. We're not going to make a playoff run of any kind. What is it that you've experienced here in Pueblo that is kind of the outside of not making the playoffs? What's been the low point for you? And then on the counterpoint, what's been the highest point for you this session?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a low point is kind of that mass exodus we had almost, where a lot of people were leaving and we were kind of uncertain on the future of our team. So, but on the flip side, just getting all the guys that we did and, making the best out of it. I think we had a pretty good stretch towards the end, and, got to meet a couple really good guys. So I think just responding to that was huge for us. So.
And then being new, you don't have the pedigree some of these other guys have been. They haven't been here. You haven't been here year after year after year like they have. New to the club. What is the thing about both the team and the community that you're going to take with you when you leave Pueblo? What is it that is sticking in your heart and your brain when it's all said and done here?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for the team, we have a great group of guys, like just such a funny group of guys too. Like it's always so much fun coming to the rink, and you got Sherbs doing something stupid or Torin, and then Cha, something like that. So obviously that was so fun. And then just the community, like being able to play in front of like such a hardworking community, like the town of Pueblo is blue collar, it's hardworking. So like being able to take that with me into the future, just knowing that, that's the town I played for is going to be something that I, keep with me for the rest of my life.
I will say there's nothing like telling two guys in Star Wars floral shirts that we are blue collar, because we are the farthest doggone thing from it. We wear pink shirts and bright shirts and
Love it.
floral shirts, and I don't think Mario's ever been called blue collar in his life, but glad to represent the city. We are all blue collar. Joey,
Yeah.
We're also all Bulls fans and also very excited to watch your final weekend at home this season. Talking with the last couple of guys, they know how much it means, not only to them wrapping up the season at home, but to the fans that have come out and supported you every weekend you've been a part of the team. Knowing that this is your final two games in Pueblo, how much does it mean to know that these folks are going to keep showing up for you? And then I got a follow-up for you on the backside of that.
I mean, it means the absolute world, being able to come every night and play in front of those awesome fans. Like, there's really nothing like that. Like I said in the last podcast, too. I mean, the game that we had those two fights, I mean, that was the loudest building's ever been, I think. And then we go on to win the game. So it was awesome. It really was. And, I loved it so much.
Now, for one of the guys we talked to, final two games of their hockey career. For the other guy we talked to, going on to the next level. For you, Joey Winogle, what does the end of this weekend look like for you?
Yeah, it's still undecided. I think either way I'll be playing in college at some level. So we're still working out my options, and hopefully I get to find that out soon. But yeah, I'll be playing at somewhere next year.
Well, if you want, we can just stop the recording now. You go make some phone calls and break news like Jimmy Zeisel just did.
Hey, I don't know about all that, but
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, his advisor is sitting there right now. Do not talk to these schmucks on their podcast about where you're going. Joe, we know wherever you go, it's going to be great. You're going to do awesome things in the future. I think more than anything, this final season show gives Mario and I a chance to get a little retrospective, gives us a chance to appreciate players that have made an impact on us. And we said it earlier in the show. Some of these guys come around and play 150 games with the team, and other play 30 with the team and make just as much of an impact. And I think from the jump, not just because you wear the number 5, which is the custom jersey I wore all the time till you did, but I think Mario and I like the aggressiveness you brought, the energy you bring to the arena every night. So thank you from the Around the Horns Network to you for everything you did for the club and for the pod over the last couple of weeks.
I would say thank you for wanting to be on our show so damn bad. Like, we love that when people are like, get me on. Like, you make our job that much easier. And then when you come on, you have fun, you cut it up. We love that we feed on that. But I got to ask you before we let you go, in the last segment, you were making some hand gestures. Can you explain what those gestures mean, and can you replicate those?
yeah. So when someone's telling a lie or something, you do this. It's just kind of like, this guy's lying. And Jimmy being the nicest guy, it's not exactly true. So, I mean, he's tripped me for my shirt. I mean, it's warm outside. I'm not dressing like I'm going to I'm not dressing like I'm going golfing. I'm dressing comfortable. So,
Yeah, well, we still need to get on Marty Wakeland and make sure that he gets you some gear on the way out of town, dude.
Yeah. Joe, we are pumped to see you this weekend at the PIA and Event Center, wrapping up your junior career with the Bulls. Thanks again for everything. Best of luck. Go get them this weekend.
thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Bulls fans, give it up for our Period 3 guest, Joey Winogle.
They like him.
Yeah, they do. Now, not much of a surprise because we teased it in the first, but we had to make a jam-packed show fit in, which means we're not doing it in 3 periods. We're going to OT on the official place for all things Pueblo Bulls hockey, the Around the Horns podcast. Bulls fans, welcome back to the Around the Horns podcast overtime period. Mario, we had to do it, our final segment of the final episode of the final weekend of the 2025-2026 season, and we had to do it big. You only get to do it one time with the guy who's done it the most times. So Bulls fans, you got to give it up for the most storied player in Pueblo Bulls franchise history, your captain, our OT guest, Brody Clark. Clarky, it is a pleasure to have you back on the pod. How are you tonight, man?
I'm doing good. It's fun to finish the season out after I started the season off.
Yeah, and that's exactly our thinking behind it. We were up on the patio 20-plus weeks ago, and you came up and served us our first bullpen lager, which started the entire 7th season here at Brews for the entire Brews Day Tuesday year, which ensued and had much fun out here on the podcast. You got to kick it all off. You get to wrap it up with us, but we got a lot to talk about. A lot of things have happened this year with you and with the team, and we can't wait to dive into it. So first of all, let's talk about it. From that day, when you were up on the patio, came back and already had the C sewn onto the jersey. What has this entire year been like for you?
Yeah, I think it's been an opportunity to learn. We've been through a lot of challenges, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, and kind of throughout it, you think you have it figured out, and the next thing comes along, and you got to figure it out and take something out of it and learn for the next time. So I think obviously I've learned a lot. It's been challenging, it's been rewarding, but wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah, and when we talked to Jim earlier, he said he was pumped to have known that you and Brownie and some of the other guys were coming back early on in the season. How critical was that for you? Not only returning as the captain, which has never happened in Pueblo Bulls history before, but knowing you were also coming back with a couple of guys who were probably going to rock the other letters on their jerseys. How cool was that at the early part of the season?
Yeah, I think it's been super cool. I think it was big for us at the start of the year, obviously, to have 4 guys who were returners, who were captains. Kind of gives you a core to build around, forwards and defense for guys to look up to, kind of lead on the bench, lead in the locker room, and it'll have kind of different types of voices that may help different guys in different ways.
Now, I've asked everybody else, let's take a look back, not just this season, but as you've been a Pueblo Bulls player, what has been your biggest achievement, and what's been your lowest point as a Pueblo Bulls player? What have been the highs and lows that you can remember through your time here? And then I've got a response for you afterwards as well.
I think kind of to start with the lows, I think it's ups and downs throughout your junior hockey career. I don't think you can talk to a single junior hockey player who says that it was all sunshine and rainbows. There's obviously challenges. There's obviously hard things you go through. Like losing players this year was tough, but my first season kind of going through that and not knowing if I was going to play every night was tough. So it's kind of where you are in terms of the season and your role, and all the challenges are different, but can't really pinpoint one that was the lowest, I think, because they all kind of impacted me in different ways.
Sure.
In terms of the highs, I think there's been a lot of fun memories. Playoffs last year at home, Trevor Stewart's overtime goal last year, big game for us to get into playoffs. Like I scored an overtime goal this year, which was fun. I've wanted one of those for 3 years. So a lot of highs on the ice, but really just kind of growing up and the relationships that I've made here have kind of been the high. The life away from the rink has really changed me as a person. So that's something I've always kind of carried with me and never take for granted.
Okay. Well, I think I give you a lot of credit because one of the things I would say that you've really accomplished was winning over Tristan Garcia, because at one point he was your biggest critic and now he can't live without you.
I am man enough to admit my mistakes, Clarky. I will say when you came in your rookie year, I pulled then GM Tyler Thunberg aside and I said, what the hell are you thinking? Right? I said, this guy is slow, he's got no hands, and he's an absolute muffin from anywhere outside of the crease. And he goes, no, give Clarky a chance. He's a really good kid and he's got heart. And anytime a GM drops the term heart on you, you know he is also hoping you pay off big. And boy, what a decision by Tunes at that point to keep you around, to let you grow into the player that he saw you were going to be. And now we talk to guys that have played at the next level, that coached at the next level, and they see exactly what Tunes saw in you. And I am now grateful for having changed my opinion on you and think that you truly are, and this is not just me buttering you up because I cut you down for a year and a half, but truly one of the best players to come through Pueblo, and glad that we got to see that development on and off the ice. So thanks for letting me stick with you for the last 3 years, I think is what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think from mentioning Tunes, like for the coaches to take a chance on me has been big. Like that's one opportunity and you have to make the most of it. In terms of you kind of being a hater my first year, I was skeptical about the podcast, and then you gave me the podcast bump last year and scored a goal, and good things happen. So I'm full on board now. Boys for life. We can let bygones be bygones, Clarky. Glad you've been a part of it.
He's also the only Bulls player that we've gone to an Avalanche game with.
That is true. That is true. And the Avs won like 4-1. They smoked it that night. Yeah. So maybe
podcast bump.
It was a podcast bump from all of us. Clarky, I'm going to give you the chance now to kind of get a little retrospective as well. This season, you accomplished some incredible things. You played your 100th game with the team. You played your 150th game. You played the most games in franchise history. When you think about a team that's only been around 7 years, you're going to wrap this one up and head into year 8 with your name at the top of games played in a pretty doggone badass franchise. How cool is that to know that you're kind of the guy that has left the most storied mark on this team?
Yeah, it's an honor, right? Like every time you get to put on that jersey, it's an honor, it's a privilege, and you're playing for a community and you're playing for something much bigger than yourself. So to be able to kind of say I've played the most games wearing the Pueblo Bulls emblem on my chest is something that I'm proud of, and it's special. It's super special, and you kind of hope that throughout those games you leave an impact on people that can kind of continue bring good things to the team, and you kind of leave a legacy of whether it's with one guy or with the team or anything like that.
Now, even though you've played the most games in franchise history, it took you until your third to last game to do something I thought we would never see you do on home ice, and that was absolutely throw hands on the ice with someone. You don't have to give all the details away, but there was some chirping, there was some talking, and then finally the gloves came off and you went after it. Was that your first big fight in the PIA?
No, I fought my first year, our last game this season, but yeah, I hadn't really dropped.
He was critical about that one too.
I won that one. Yeah, I think kind of that was a big game for us in the moment, and we had a fight earlier in the period, and kind of tensions were high, and they sent a guy after me, and I kind of knew that they were going to be coming at me hard, and the kid slashed me, and I just figured if I was going to fight, it was going to be on my own terms, and I was going to be ready for it.
That a baby. Do you talk with Parker Chaw before it? Because those were some haymakers I've never seen 1-6 throw before.
I mean, I don't know if they compare to Chaw's, but I'm glad I wasn't fighting him.
Yeah, truly. There's not a dentist in Pueblo that's happy that you guys didn't fight. Clarky, as we wrap up this season, we're going to give you a chance to look back over your last couple of years here with the team and ask you some of the similar questions we asked Jim. So you've had a lot of them in your time here with the Pueblo Bulls, but who has been your favorite teammate?
Yeah, I think it's hard because there's been so many good guys here. Obviously, Jim's a brother to me. I lived with him for 3 years, so he knows me pretty much better than anyone else, and that's a relationship I'll have the rest of my life. But like even last night, I was on the phone with 5 or 6 guys from last year's team, and when I need advice, I call Eddie Pelissian from our first year and Will Sinclair, and then Henry Vest is obviously one of my really good friends, and Quinn Smith is one of my good friends. So I've had a lot of good teammates, a lot of guys with good character and funny guys, good guys that I will be friends with the rest of my life that have come through Pueblo.
Basically, all your friends are studs, so there's still a chance for you.
Wow, that's a low blow, Mario.
I kid. I love this guy.
Yeah, one of us had to hate, I guess. Jeez, man, I just apologize for him, and you're digging your own hole.
Listen, we got to send him out on a high.
Okay, aside from Mario now, who was your least favorite teammate over the last few years with the Bulls?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest.
Also, Jimmy Zeisel, he's going to say.
I'm going to take the high road and not call him a scumbag. So, no, I think there's been a few guys that I haven't been super fond of, but our coaching staff has done a really good job of making sure we have good guys in the locker room, and those guys that the team didn't get along with, and honestly, the ones I didn't like weren't around for too long.
Pop some names, dude. Let's go. Let's start some drama. Pop some names.
Hold on.
Let's go. Who?
We're good on all of those things. We're fine. If you don't want to call him out, you don't have to call him out. But we can talk after the mics are off, and yeah, we'll figure out who you hated. Now, I want to give you a chance in front of the best fans in junior hockey to also talk about maybe your favorite rink memory or what you hope they will carry with them after you leave this weekend. What do you hope these fans remember about Brody Clark?
Yeah, I think the one thing I want to be kind of remembered for is just going out there and giving my all every night. That you're proud to play for Pueblo, and our fans show up, and they definitely care about our team, and we have good support. And I think to be known as someone who goes out there and competes and tries to win and play for something bigger than yourself is what I want to be remembered for.
And shout out to Carrie and Scott, because they put up with you for 3 years, but obviously put something in the water they were giving you or the coffee they were feeding you, because you turned into an absolute stud over the last 3 years. You and Jim had it made over there with that fam. So kudos to you for drawing the lucky stick 3 years ago. Thanks for everything you did for the team. I think Mario and I can only extend our gratitude as far as the Around the Horns network carries it, but I think we speak for the entirety of Pueblo Bulls country when we say, Clarky, we are forever grateful that you made your way down I-25 and hung out with Pueblo for the last 3 years. We can't wait to cheer you on 2 final times this weekend, Clarky. Best of luck to you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Bulls fans, give it up one more time for your captain, number 16. Well, Mario, that does it. Put the bow on it, tie it as you will, and send it off. The final podcast of the season has come and gone. Bruise Day Tuesday is no more, and you've got 2 final chances to hang out with your boy, your main man, and your entirety of the 2025-2026 Pueblo Bulls season. This weekend, wrapping up at home, 7:07 puck drop, taking on the Mustangs, your final 2 chances. And then I think we'll have a year-end party. How does that sound to you, Mario?
I'm always down for a party.
Anytime there's a party hosted by the Around the Horns Network, it's a party you're going to want to be at. So stay tuned to the socials at Pueblo Bulls Hockey and at Around the Horns Network on Instagram, Facebook, all the places. And then you'll get to see it on the official place. For all things Pueblo Bulls Hockey, the Around the Horns Network.